If you could start a revolution today that would get me and people like me to go out and do something to avert the most catastrophic scenarios, what would that be?
Well, this is why I think that this has to be a globally driven by the world leaders versus a pitchfork army. I think the pitchfork army can spread the message, but I think literally to start solving it, you really have to have a global energy summit, and say to the all the member countries of the IA and China and India and Russia, and say that, okay, here is the concrete proof that we're about to hit the wall, and if we hit the wall and don't have any brakes on, we're all going to be in for a jolt, and there's too great a risk that we'll all start fighting with each other. And so to prevent that, we need to be very articulate that we have a massive problem that we didn't anticipate, and that we have 2 or 3 years maybe. I used to say 5 to 7 years, but I think we've wasted 3 years by not having this, to basically liberate the workforce, start paying by productivity, start growing food at home, reverse globalization, start making goods where they're used. As opposed to this inane system we ended up with was finding places around the earth where there's still people willing to work for 50 cents a day. That's just as basically bad as the turn of the century when we had most of our factories filled with orphans and street urchins. And then we zing the parts all around the world as if energy were free. And figure out a way to basically tighten our belt by maybe 20% in 5 years. And I think if we did that with clarity, it might actually work.